Alright guys, Matthew Owner here. So we had a little bit of oops on the camper, and I looked around and I've looked through a lot of videos trying to find a video that shows how to fix a sink, and I haven't seen anything yet, so I figured I'd go ahead and post it. Maybe it'll be useful to somebody who has a high wall pop-up camper. What I ended up doing is I broke off the neck of my sink. They tell you to make sure you've got everything stored properly before you close the camper up. Well, I didn't do that, so I had to go out here and get a new sink. So I'll show you what I got. Alright, so here's the new sink that we got. It's that'll focus. It's an Empire Brass company. It's like it's pretty much just a generic sink, and comes in a little plastic bag. And you've got the neck of the sink, the actual spigot, and then also in the bag you've got the faucet. So it looks like there's just the two connectors where I guess the water lines are going to connect to, and the little plastic piece. So that's what comes in there. It's got two plastic nuts that probably hold the sink in place. I don't know if we can see those. So that's what comes in the replacement for it. So we're gonna go ahead and get the camper up and see what it entails to change out the sink. So as you can see, the little plastic piece down there, that's where the neck connects, where the faucet connects. And if the camera focuses, you'll see that's where I broke it off. Now most of you guys know, if you have pop-ups, this slide right here, this is what I actually broke. I was putting the slide back together and forgot to disconnect the sink. So, whoops. So this is kind of where we're working at. Push the slide back out of the way. And some of you will note that it's not all the way up. That is correct. I'm just fixing the sink. We got a trip planned later on this week. So let's get this thing knocked out real quick. So that's what I broke off. And that's what we're going to replace. So see what we got to do to replace that. Alright, so we got the stuff out of there. There's quite a bit of stuff still in the bottom of my cabinet, but I'll show you where your connectors are. So this is where your connectors are going to be, and you've got your two hoses that are running up. It's actually going to be running up behind the sink, but let's see if we can get in there and show you where that's at. So this is going to be the bottom of your sink. You're going to have those two nuts. There's the one side, that's the cold water side. And there's going to be one just like it. Should be right up there, maybe that's hot water. And that's cold water. So those are going to be your two inlets. So we're going to get in there, we're going to take those two things apart. And you see you've got your black nuts that are down there. So we're going to take those out, and we should be good to go. So you notice we've got the two lines disconnected, and then up here on the back, you gotta spin that nut down. So you've got your little plastic nut that comes off over there, and you've got one on this other side. Let's see if we can get in here. And you've got another one right there. So we're going to spin those two off. Now when you're doing this, guys, you will want to have a towel. You've got to, number one, make sure your water pump is turned off. But you'll also want to have a towel, because as you can see, I mean, this is all soft wood. You've got water in there. We'll get that wiped up, but we will want to make sure you got a towel to kind of soak up any water. Make sure your pumps are off, because just like doing repairs in your home, you'll get water everywhere. So now that we've got those 2 nuts taken off of there, this whole thing should just come right up. There we go. And so there's our old sink, and we'll just drop the new one right back down in there. Alright, so one thing you guys will notice when you're connecting this is that, unlike your home plumbing, you won't use plumber's tape. Right, this PEX plumbing just slides right into there. It's got the little nipple on the edge, and then your connector. So it is a little bit of a tight space, but that nipple will just slide right in there, and then it just gets screwed right back on. So you'll want to make sure that you don't cross thread, because again, you don't want any leaks, but you don't use plumber's tape. So it's a little bit of a workaround. But if you get it in there right, it's only a few minutes. So you'll notice that's just hand tight right on there. Maybe at the other side already in there. And so we've got the sink obviously in there. Just put up. So the sink's there, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, just forgive me, it's summer in St. Louis, so it's about 85 degrees inside the camper, and probably about 300% humidity. So it's pretty toasty. But we've got that in there. We'll go ahead and we'll connect the sink. So just like your regular sink, it'll just pop in there, and we'll screw that down. Alright. So now it turns away. Alright, let's get the water on. Alright, so we got it in there. We turn it on, we can see it's running. We do a little leak test. We don't have water running underneath. No water running underneath. Water running up top. So, alright, there we go guys. So we have, that's how you fix a sink on a pop-up trailer. If you break off the neck. But take it from me guys, just make sure you go through your checklist every time. No matter how much you think you've done it, you know it, make sure you take it off, because that slide in right there will tear that up every time. Alright guys, well thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode.